What's going on, everyone? We just made it out to an MKT, Michigan Kayak Trail, West Side, Grand River Tournament. Any connected waters to Grand River are eligible, and of course we have a cutoff limits on the other side, on the east side, how far the river can go. Anyway, I am super excited to be fishing the tournament. It's been kind of a while when I fished the last tournament, and we had to skip one because it was canceled, and that one I was super excited to fish. Anyway, I got no plan. Well, I do have a plan to fish everything and just figure it out. I did not pre-fish, and sometimes those days are pretty exciting, and many times when you pre-fish you beat up the fish too hard and they never come back the next day. Anyway, so let's start fishing, see what looks good, and I think we're gonna have a good day either way, and hopefully you are entertained by this video. Stay tuned. Skirt, I was about to text you, what's the identifier code? 6DJ. Just saw Steven Esbin, and good thing he was here. I was actually about to text him for identifier code because I just couldn't find it. So thank you, Steven. Time to go fish. Seeing fish jumping here and there, that could be interesting. Of course we have a popper tied on, so at least get it ready maybe. It's definitely super deep in this marina. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna go shallow and throw a popper. You guys already know KVD popper. It's a bit bigger, and hopefully we can find a decent fish shallow, and then we will be scrambling around later in the day. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. That was such a good slap. Okay, so our frog just got slapped in the super shallow weedy corners. Probably can't see, but there's like weeds and mats in this corner. So I'm gonna fish it more thoroughly with Texas rig. And also covered with a frog. And then I can fish the edges with stick bait. But I feel like there could be bowfin that's swimming in there. My bait got stolen. See that? Let's go, we got a keeper. You know, I just had a feeling today's gonna be a good day. Okay, wasn't hooked too good, but we got a keeper. Nice 14-incher. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to the frog. And in case a fish misses it again, I can just be more efficient. I feel like a frog has more drawing power, and hopefully bigger fish are gonna eat it too. Fish on, is that no, it's a bass. How lucky are we? Probably the same size. Oh, come on, don't splash me. Let's go. A little bit bigger. 8F frog. See, even though I caught a fish on a Texas rig, because I missed the frog, I can still go back to a frog because it's gonna drop fish easier, and hopefully bigger fish eat it too. Nice 15-incher on a frog. Can you even beat that? That was dumb. Gonna break my fishing rod. Let's go. Nothing crazy, definitely. Catching fish. I got 3 keepers from that spot, and after a while of no bites, I kept moving. This definitely looks like a buzzbait territory. But we don't have one tight on. Anyway, I had to take my rain gear off. Didn't feel as cold anymore. The shoreline had similar areas with grass and thin mats all along the whole lake, but none of them produced fish for me for the next 30 minutes, so I kept moving. I checked out a big boat rack in deeper water, and then I crossed the lake to fish wind-protected areas. My net got hooked. Gotta be the best one of the day. Okay, 2 15s and 2 14s or something. Not a bad start. One more for a keeper. Tiny one. Let's see how big this is. 10, 11. These banks were really steep, so I figured pitching a Texas rig should be a good strategy. Holy smokes! Let's go. Oh, teeth are sharp. Nice quality fish. Definitely best one of the day so far. Damn, I guess it's not that big, but only a 16-incher, but that's my limit right there. 16 to 15 and like 14s. It's going. I don't know what that was, but it broke my line. I suppose, or it had sharp teeth. That was something big. Once I retied my Texas rig, I had an audience watching me fish that area. Stuck around for 10 minutes in hopes I can catch anything for the kids to see, but no luck. No luck. Nope. Yeah, I'll come back later.
Try do it on the beach. That's where a lot of fish.
Yeah, I'll go back and forth and try different spots. Yep. Yep. I kept fishing the rest of the bay with different techniques like chatterbaits, flipping, frogging, but I had no bites at all. I think that area would be really good in the spring. Before leaving the bay, I came back to the spot where the fish broke me off, and guess what happened on the first cast? Feeling somewhat defeated, I left the bay to the main lake. It was really windy and I just didn't feel like fishing the main lake. Eventually I got back to the main river to check out some spots. Okay, it's a pretty noisy location, but somehow I just caught a nice 15-incher. And this one is gonna call my 14-incher. Hey, not too bad. Wasn't really expecting to catch one here so fast. I got another upgrade and kept fishing nearby, but I had no more luck. To finish the last 2 hours of the day, I fished the main river and then I headed down about a mile to a smaller bayou. it was a waste of time, and I wasted even more time going back to the ramp against the wind. Looking back at my decisions, I should probably have kept going up the river instead of down the river. I think up the river banks are a lot steeper. They have a lot of cover like trees and laydowns and bridges up there. And downriver is usually grass and mats, which most of the time produce bowfin for me, not a single largemouth. And majority of the river is like that, so fishing laydowns and harder structure could have been a deal breaker and maybe something different that fish could relate to. Overall, I think my decisions were really based on not wanting to fish and do the same thing all day long. I wanted to change my scenery from docks and grass to something else, like bridges and river kind of structures, but that did not pay off. Fishing this tournament without pre-fishing, I relied a lot on luck that I'm gonna find something decent, but even with a little bit of experience fishing it for a couple of years, I couldn't really find anything that would produce consistent and big fish. Either way, catching a few fish and catching up with old friends I haven't seen in months was definitely a good time and definitely worth the trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was at least entertaining, and see you next time.